Good morning, everyone, and I welcome you this morning for this first, I believe, workshop that we're having in relation to the disaster management. Knowing very well that we are in the cyclone season, and so I believe that it's important that we prepare ourselves, especially with the homes that I know are looking after the older persons. And so good morning, everyone, and I welcome you this for those of you who have traveled far from the west and the north. Welcome to Suva, and I hope in the brief stay here in Suva you'll be able to enjoy the Suva hospitality and before you go back to your homes. I believe that now we have new faces around us, and so welcome. For those that have joined, I know some changes in some of the managements in the homes that are looking after the old people, and so we welcome you also in this forum. I'd like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the National Council for the Older Persons, because the idea was mooted when the recent meeting that we had to have this training with all the homes, because as I said, we are in the cyclone season. Past experience have revealed that many times we were unprepared, but not only that, the older persons, especially during times of disasters, their needs are often not met. We have come across that in our work in the field. We know that there is a lot of emphasis on the needs for children, the protection and safety of children during times of disasters, the protection of women and disability. But the voice for older persons was quite, unfortunately, was not really, loud in those spheres during times of disaster. And I thought, as we discussed during the National Council of Older Persons, that this is the forum that will need to advocate that in the country's preparation for disasters, that also the need of the older persons are taken into consideration, and if possible factored in the National Plan for Disaster Management. And I thank you for coming this morning, because that's the whole purpose of why we are here, to sit down and discuss is how we can raise this issue. And I think acknowledge the participation and willingness of NDMO to help facilitate this training, because they are the expertise that will help us align the needs of the older persons, factored it into the National Plan for Disaster Management. I say this, the importance of this workshop, because in the field, and some of the officers of you will know that in the field, in evacuation centers, when disaster management, when disasters happen, we know that some of the evacuation centers, they are not really friendly for our older persons. Accessibility could be an issue. So these are some of the things that I hope in your deliberations today you will be able to bring it out and thrash it out and highlight it. And at the end of the day, I hope that we'll be able to come out with a document, a plan that will help us not just for today but looking the future. And if it happens that no disasters do come, at least the plight of the older persons will also be at that level, together with all the other people or other all the other people that are going to be affected by the natural disaster. It's not just women, it's not just children, it's everybody in the country that's affected, including the older persons. So in times like this, we really seldom know the voice of the older persons are heard, but you are the people who will be able to make that their voices heard, because we are the ones that will make that advocacy in those forums to ensure that their needs are also included in the disaster plan. For background, ladies and gentlemen, Fiji has only 8 aged care facilities aligned to the risk of encountering natural disasters. As a region prone to such, it is only proper that emphasis is placed on better planning to prepare, respond, and recover from the aftermath of natural disasters. Ladies and gentlemen, Fijians are not only living longer but are also living with disability and are more likely to need some help in their day-to-day living. According to the Fiji census in 2017, Fijians aged 60 plus comprise of 10.6% of the total population. That is 80,483 older Fijians. While people living with disability made up 12.8% of the population, which is 113,395. Today's consultation is the first of its kind, as I mentioned, where aged care homes in Fiji are working as a united front with the ultimate objective of being better aligned and prepared for natural disasters. It is important that the aged care sector works closely with the National Disaster Management Office to have a first-hand appreciation of the current plans and resources and measures that are available for better coordination to manage disasters as and when it occurs. It is also timely to bring the interests, concerns, or needs and unmet needs of the aged or older persons in the preparation, response, and recovery measures of disasters. Quite often our elders are victims of the lack of coordination. I strongly support such collaborations as critical partners to be maintained so that issues and concerns of our elders are not left behind. Instead, they are part and parcel of the development agenda of a progressive Fiji. I continue to pledge the Ministry's support to inclusion, protection, healthy aging, and the provision of enabling environments for older persons. And thank you once again for having the commitment to be counted in this noble service towards the older persons. Thank you very much.